Listen, we got 8 things that you need to know about credit. Get your pen and pad ready for this one because you want to make note of these because it can make or break your credit journey and your credit future as you know it. What up? You got Mr. Smith, point 5 of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and in this video I want to give you 8 things that you must know when it comes to credit. And I'm gonna jump straight in. Number 1, look, you got to understand that credit gives entities and businesses and corporations the legal right to discriminate against you. I know you may have never heard it put that way, but write that down. That gives them the legal right to discriminate against you, basically denying you of certain things. That can be getting approved for certain loans. That can be credit cards. That can be home mortgages. That can be auto loans. That can also be getting a job. That's right. That could be also getting a promotion. Even though you may have met all of the qualifications to get that promotion, somebody else gets it that's less qualified than you just because they start running your credit score. It could also be you not being able to get apartment. So just understand that it's the legal right for them to discriminate against you. So it's important for you to get it under control. Number 2, you got to understand that a lot of these entities, since they're able to judge you based on your credit, a lot of them also judge you based on how other people have judged you. So if somebody else didn't approve you for a credit card, they're less likely to do it as well because they're like, okay, if this person didn't want to approve them, then why should I? If another person actually did approve you for a credit card with a high limit, that makes them say, okay, they trust them enough to allow them to get this amount in a line of credit. Maybe we can give them a chance as well, and they're willing to honor a portion, if not more, of that amount that they approve. So they usually do some of the same things that they see other people doing, which is they see more people denying you of certain things, they'll deny you as well. If they see a certain amount of people approving you for certain things, then they'll approve you as well. Number 3, credit represents your credibility, and that really ties in with the first 2, but a lot of people got to understand reputation, credibility. What are you likely to do as a borrower? Are you likely to pay stuff back? Are you likely to be late? Are you likely to over leverage your credit and have a high utilization? Are you likely to not pay at all, let things go into collections? Are you likely to file bankrupt? Are you likely to do anything that we disapprove of so we can disapprove of you? So that being said, you got to understand that it's credibility. Those are the first 3. Now, the last 5, I really want you to write these down and commit these to memory because these are what make and break your score. What is that? Number 1, payment history. You got to start getting in the habit of paying things on time, all the time, over time. Reason being is because not only are loans have been hitting your credit for a while, but it's getting to a place to where streaming services, phone bills, things of that nature are starting to hit your credit. So you want to make sure your payment history is intact. Pay our bills on time. And if you have late payments, get them removed. We have a free credit class that you can get access to. If you haven't already, click that link, get free access to it. Or if you need our assistance with getting certain things removed, holler at us. Payment history is a big part. That's 192.5 points, 35% of your score. So make sure you're paying things on time. Number 2, credit utilization. That's basically how much of your credit card are you utilizing. If you have a credit card, then you want to keep that utilization under 10%. Really, to keep it simple, pay it off at the end of the month so you're carrying a 0 balance in most cases. Or if you want to just carry a little bit, 1%, that's great. But single digits definitely what you want to carry in your credit card. And if you're not using a credit card, if you don't have a credit card, then you're leaving 165 points on the table because that's 30% of your score that comes from credit utilization. It's important for you to take note. Number 3 is credit history. What's the age of your credit report? So basically, as soon as you start using credit that started getting reported to the FICO system, that's the age of your credit. Was that in 2010? If so, this is currently 2021. That means the age of your credit is 11 years old. Credit age, the longer the better. 9 years or more tends to be on the great end. That doesn't mean you can have an excellent score if you had less than 9 years, but it helps. Now, if somebody did, like a family member, a close relative, someone that you love, as you as an authorized user, you can inherit some of their age, and that can speed up your process in terms of maximizing your credit history, amongst other things. Next, credit mix. You want to make sure you have a mixture of things on your credit. They need to see that you're good at using credit cards. They also need to see that you're good at paying regular bills. They also need to see that you're good at paying things like a personal loan, student loan, mortgage, you name it. That gives you proper mix. They see that you're good at both types of credit styles and paying people back gives you a good solid mix. And last but definitely not least, your new credit. New credit is what has your recent 2 years look like. Have you been applying for a lot of things to where you have a ton of inquiries? Have you been paying things on time to where it looks legit? Have you been keeping your utilization low over this time frame? What has your last 2 years look like? Your last 2 years are highly, highly important, and that's all in new credit. So those are the 8 things you must know about credit. Commit it to memory. Take notes. Rewind this video if you have to in order to get a thorough understanding. Ask questions if you need to. If you like our services, we'll be glad to help. And if you want that free credit class as well as the crash course, click the available link below, and we'll see you on the next video. Salute.